Welcome back to our 40 Days with Jesus series. Today is day 17 of our journey, and we read through Matthew 11:28 through 30. Come to me, all of you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take up my yoke and learn from me, for I am lowly and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. These verses are an invitation for those who are worn out, tired, and weary. Jesus carries our burdens. Jesus says, "Come to me and I will give you rest." Then, ironically, Jesus invites us to take up his yoke. And if you're unfamiliar with a yoke is a piece of farm equipment typically used for pulling or plowing. So the imagery here is a plow hand harnessing an animal for tough labor. So this verse of rest implies both an invitation and a command to let Jesus guide you as you submit to him. So you may be thinking, like me, the last thing I'm up for right now is labor. Remember, I'm the tired and worn out one, Jesus. But Jesus carries our burdens. He doesn't add to our load. He offers a way that brings rest for our souls. How? By taking the yoke and learning from him. I hope you can feel the deep irony of this verse. Submit to the work that Jesus has for you, and your burden gets light. So you'll find rest in coming under his direction. It's not that there's no yoke or no burden. We'll see that Jesus says in verse 30, my burden is light. So there is a burden with Jesus, but it is so comparatively light versus running our own lives. So if fear is rising in your heart or your mind right now about surrendering to Jesus's yoke, look back to verse 29. I am lowly and humble in heart. Jesus is not an abusive taskmaster working and driving you to exhaustion. He is humble in heart and promises rest as you shoulder his yoke of discipline. So may we gladly embrace this yoke today, fully confident in 1 John 5, his commandments are not burdensome.